I don't even remember. Excuse me. I don't even remember what I said. What's up, everyone? How's it going? It's your everyday foodie here, back with another mukbang video, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are having authentic Ethiopian food. So let me get that all set up right here, and I'll be right back. All right, take a look at that. So this is a place called Gojo Ethiopian Restaurant, and it is one of my favorite places, one of my favorite Ethiopian restaurants here in Arizona. And let me start off by going around and saying the names of each one of these dishes and what's exactly in them. And I'm gonna have to use my phone for this because I want to make sure I'm naming each one of these correctly. So also I apologize for having, if I may, butcher these names, but I'm trying my best here. So let's take a look at this. So let's start off over here, right here. So this is the meat veggie combo that you can get from there, and I'll start off with this dish right here. This is my favorite dish right here, which is called Doro Wot, which is essentially just chicken, and which is the Doro, and then Wot is supposed to be just the curry of it, and it's supposed to come with 3 different types of meat curry dishes, which is supposed to be the Doro Wot, Kiwat, and Alitcha Wot. But the Doro Wot and Kiwat are supposed to look similar. They're just, one's chicken and one is beef. So they're both might be in here. I just couldn't distinguish it when I was trying to separate the dish out. But this one right here is the Kiwat. And so what is in both of these essentially is the base of it is just minced red onions, and that's just like sauteed down and boiled down all the way until it's kind of paste, when you can grind it up and make it into like kind of a paste, and you add butter in there and some flour to make kind of a roux, and then you add this seasoning called Bieber. It's like a red looking powdery mixture. Here, this one is called which is Cabbage. It's called Tikil Gomen, and this is the one that my mom has suggested and my family has suggested for me to get because it's one of their favorites. And what it is just spiced cabbage with carrots and potatoes. There's a piece of potato right here. I don't see any carrots in here, but I'm pretty sure that's what this is. And then right over here we have the Fosolian. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's supposed to be lightly spiced string beans cooked with carrots and onions. And then right here is collard greens, which is called Gome Wot, which is just chopped up collard greens cooked with garlic and onion. So it seems like a lot of these dishes, or if not all of these dishes, are very onion and garlic based heavy. And then right in the middle we have Ater, which is mild yellow split peas cooked with onions, garlic, and sliced green peppers. I don't see the green peppers in here, but yeah, every onions, garlic, they say it's in here. And then these two, I try to distinguish between the two. I am not sure, but I'm pretty sure this one is the Mitten Shiro, which is ground peas cooked with onions, Bieber, which is that allspice seasoning that I was telling you about, that red mixture of spices and other herbs, they say. And then this one I think is the Misir Wot because it looks like these are lentils, so I'm pretty sure that's what this is. And it's supposed to be lentils cooked with onions, Bieber, and herbs. So that is everything here, and it's all topped on top of this thing called Injera, which is kind of like a kind of flat bread that they cook. And what is actually done is actually fermented for a couple days so they can get this kind of it has a little tangy taste to it, but they ferment it and then they spread it out onto a pan and cook it. Alright, you already know what time it is. Before I get into this delicious food right in front of me, let's get those macro shots rolling.
Where are you now that I need you?
Alrighty then, let's get into this food right here. So traditionally, what they do is how it looks right here, where they have the injera and then they put all the toppings on top, and it's supposed to be more of a sharing style dish. And so they also eat it with their hands. So that's what I'm gonna do today. So let's take this. Let's try out some of these veggie dishes right here. Go with this collard greens. I'm not really that big of a fan of collard greens, but let's try it out. That's really good, actually. Normally when I have collard greens, it's always very bitter taste to me, at least. But there's no bitterness to it. Very nicely seasoned. Got a little green bean in there too, which tastes amazing. So let me go try that out next too. Got green beans, carrots. It looks like some sauteed onions, and I'm not sure what else is here. But this is in a little takeout box where everything was kind of floating together. So they all are probably sharing some similar flavors in there. That was really good. Yeah. You can definitely taste the flavors that are mixed in with other stuff, because I'm getting a little bit of hint of the Doro Wot in there. The thing is that this stuff is pretty heavy, in the sense that I believe a lot of this stuff is butter based. When I had opened up my container, there was just a layer of oil on there. So I think this is very buttery but makes it delicious. So these yellow peas is nice. You don't get it's not too overcooked where it's kind of mushy when you bite it. It still has a little bit of a bite to it in that texture. So it's really nice, because all of this stuff right here, other than the green beans, you got kind of mush. It's good to have a little bit of contrast in texture when you're eating. It's great though. There's one place. Wow. Before I go on, this is freaking delicious. It's kind of sweet, has a little bit of tang to it, but has a little sweet kick to it, which is interesting. I didn't expect that from this. Yeah. It's a little bit on the sweeter side for some reason. I'm not complaining, but it's good. Little family history here. Before my family moved here to the US, they're actually in Ethiopia working. So that's why we are so fond of Ethiopian food, because it's just kind of like, a second home to them. When they're there for some time, and really grew to love the culture and the food and everything there. So back over here, we try to find try to find better and authentic Ethiopian food. And there's what I was trying to say before is one of the places that we used to go to all the time when I was younger. It unfortunately closed down, but it was called Blue Nile. And man, that was hands down by far the best Ethiopian food I've ever had. I can't really vouch for how authentic it was compared to food back in Ethiopia, but my family used to love that place when it was open, and said it was pretty spot on to how it tastes over there. So going off of that, that's how I'm judging this food, and it is pretty dang close. I still have to say that place is better, but it's pretty freaking close. What I love about this, eating like this, is that you really, I don't know, eating with your hands is a whole different experience. If you saw my video previously for the pizza one, how I was saying how I usually eat with a knife and fork, eating this with a knife and fork really takes away from the experience of enjoying this type of food also. So to do the food some justice and really experience the full flavors and everything, you gotta eat with your hand. And what's great is that by placing all the food on the injera itself, it really soaks in, because it's like, I don't know if you saw in like those close-up shots, it's very holy, and I mean you can probably see it from here. There's a lot of holes, and it's like very spongy texture, very soft, so it really absorbs all that flavor that's just soaking in from the food itself, all that, the fatty butteriness and the flavors, all that are just soaking into the injera itself, and you're not losing any of that because it's just being nicely contained in here. All right, let's try this. I believe Shiro right here. Wow, that really surprised me. I thought I've had this before. But it's really good. Vegetarians, I definitely recommend this. I'll double check again on the menu because I want to make sure I get these right. But I'm pretty sure this is the Shiro. If not, I'll correct it down in the description down below. But whatever this is, I'll let you know in the description down below. And if you go to this place, definitely get this. This is, wow. This is amazing. It's like, has like a interesting taste, maybe like some like cinnamony flavor in there. It's got a nice, I don't even know how to explain it. Hold on. Kind of got like a star anise flavor in there. It's very, you can taste all the spices in there. Out of everything that I just had right now, this definitely has like the most heavily like spiced dish right here. But it's not that it's unbearable. It's what it makes it really good. It's very unique. Holy, hold on. I gotta get another bite of this. This is great. Wow. Yeah. I'll let you know, but this is amazing. You have to get this one. Dang. That is really good. Probably normally this is my favorite dish right here, but that is definitely up there. Not to say everything else is not that great, but this really just stood out to me all of a sudden. Alright, let's try this, what I'm calling Misir Wot. Whether it is or not, I don't know, but I'll make sure I correct it in the description. Let's see. Yeah. This kind of has like a creamier taste to it, like a yogurty flavor to it. Has like the, yeah, I don't know why. I'm sure there's no yogurt in here, but it has that yogurty aftertaste, which is not bad. but just different. This is the Doro Wot. Still my favorite. Still amazing. Man. One thing I will say is that this, you have to get. If you're vegetarian, definitely get this. And if you're non-vegetarian, also definitely try this out because this is that good. And if you're non-vegetarian, also try this out because these have similar flavors. It's just this one is the chicken and this one's, lentils. So definitely try this one out if you're non-veg and this one if you're vegetarian and also non-vegetarian because it's really good. What I was saying in my last video, about the events that are coming up this week, or this weekend, I mean, is, that celebration of Navaratri, which is, and what they do alongside that is have this thing called Garba, and that's this coming the weekend, so if you're not following me on Instagram yet, make sure you go follow me on Instagram because I will be posting pictures and little snippets of what's going on and how it is. Highly recommend you do so you can check it out. It's really cool. Guys and girls wear these beautiful outfits. Do these dances, and they're very they can be simple and or elaborate, but very, very colorful. Full spectrum of the rainbow. You see all types of colors over there. It's really cool. So if you're not following me yet on Instagram, make sure you do. It's YourEverydayFoodie for Instagram, and I'll be posting on Saturday evening, those pictures and videos of what it actually is. Really cool. Last but not least, forgot to try out this lamb one. Yeah, it's not bad. It's okay. After having these two, I don't think any of these dishes compare. So, alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, that's it for today. That food was outstanding, and it's definitely, not my favorite that I've had before, but unfortunately my favorite place that I used to eat all the time is no longer there. But as far as what I had today, I'll definitely give it a 8 out of 10, because if I want to compare it to authenticity, and if my family's saying the other place that we had is probably the most authentic they've had here in the States, then I'm just basing it off that rating. So based on that one's going to be a 10 out of 10 in my books. But this one right here, I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10 because it was outstanding. And the Doro Wot, amazing, and I believe it's called the Shiro Wot. I'll double check that and correct it in the description down below, but I'll definitely recommend those two dishes if you end up going here. And the place is called Gojo Ethiopian restaurant. So definitely 8 out of 10, a must-try place if you're out here in Arizona in the area. And like I said earlier, make sure you're following me on my Instagram at YourEverydayFoodie so you can check out what I have going on this weekend. And it'll be on Saturday specifically, so keep your eye out for that. And if you haven't already, make sure you go down below and smash that thumbs up button. And if you're new to my channel, also hit the subscribe button and the bell icon next to it so you can be notified when I'm going to be posting my next video. And on that note, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Since you're running out of time, what do you